Good afternoon, young men, grown men, ladies and gentlemen, and our viewers that are watching us on TV. My name is Rufus Johnson. I'm an Essex County freeholder at large. And today is a very special day for me because myself being a West Ward resident and being a West Ward resident for over 35, almost 40 years, and for me to have played with some of the guys that have came through Westside High School for many, many years, like your athletic director, Gary Taylor, the John Snows and the Jack Hills, and to play with so many great players that have came through the institution that you young men are now coming through. But today is a special day because some of the accomplishments that this team has made is very remarkable. And for you to take us, and when I say us, I went on that ride with you because believe me, I felt some of the games you lost, I felt some of the games you won. Because I am definitely a very hardcore piece of the fabric of that West Ward and what Westside High School represents. So with that, I would like my colleagues who are co-sponsoring these resolutions for you, Freeholder Lenny Luciano, and also that's Freeholder Wayne Richardson. But I would like Freeholder Lenny Luciano to come up and say a few words because he's been kind of behind it too because he has been working for the Newark Teachers Union for many, many years. And he said, and I thought it wouldn't be robbery to have him here with us on this celebration. So,
thank you.
Freeholder.
Thank you. Thank you, Freeholder Johnson, and to my colleague, Freeholder Richardson. I really wanted to be here. My name's Len Luciano, and I'm the Essex County District 4 Freeholder. So I actually don't represent the city of Newark as a freeholder. I represent the 11 North and West Essex towns. But when I sit on this board, you know, I have a passion to look over and make sure that everything, you know, and especially highlight the accomplishments in all 22 municipalities, including Newark. One of the real reasons that this was special to me is for the last 13 years I've been a Newark public school teacher. And I follow all of my students from, you know, I'm in an elementary school, but as they move up through the ranks, I have students that come back to me now that are in their mid-20s, and it's really nice to see and hear about the accomplishments that they have been through since they were in my class. You guys now with an overall record of 25-8, and I can tell you as a high school athlete and a collegiate athlete what that means. You had an excellent year, and you won the championship. And listen, we know you can't win every game. You just can't. Look at Villanova. You guys just watched the tournament. They lost in the Big East tournament. Everyone had them pegged as losers. They were going nowhere in the NCAA. But you know what? They were ranked in the top 5 all season, and we knew they were a good team. And with their work ethic and their coaching and their performance in the tournament, they won. And guess what? That's the same with you guys. Sure, maybe 1 or 2 nights, 3, 4 nights, you catch a bad night. You know, all the shots don't go down. You don't get the roll. But guess what? When it mattered, you guys stepped up and you won. And so I just wanted to say, on behalf of myself, not just as a freeholder, but as a public school teacher in Newark, you guys really make all of us proud. And to the coaches and to the staff members and to your family, we know what it takes to become a champion. And you've needed all those hours that you have gotten, young men, from those coaches, from your family members, from parents, from other siblings. It's a lot. It takes dedication. And I hope that you take from not only your championship, but from this night going forward, that no matter what it is in life you do, whether it's sports, academics, your job, your future, you work hard at it. Continue to be the best, and ultimately, you will succeed. So thank you to Freeholder Johnson and the Freeholder Richardson to having me here. Congratulations to your team and to your coaches. And I look forward to the underclassmen that are here to having you back here next year to congratulate and honor you for the same award.
Thank you, Freeholder. Thank you, Freeholder Luciano. But I am so excited about this that I went to my boss. You know, I might be a boss up here, But in my daytime stuff, I'm a boss. I have a boss. And I'm glad to see the councilman who is very, very proud of what Westside is doing. And we work together to try to make sure that that school has the things necessary to keep them on an even plane with some of the others. And that's Councilman Joseph McCollum. Would you stand up, please? Now, I can get on with my stuff. I had to go off script. I'm sorry. I do that sometimes. It's just a bad habit, but you know, it's all from heart. I like to mostly speak from my heart because if you're speaking from a piece of paper on something that you've written down, you get fumbled with it. But when you speak from your heart, you know what you mean. You know what you're trying to transcribe over to you. And you young men, you don't know how important you young men are to me, because we hear it all the time. I'm up in Livingston, I'm up in Short Hills, I'm up in Roseland, I'm up in all of these towns, representing these towns because I'm at large. That means all 22 municipalities. And when I say something about Newark or about West Side, and when we're talking sports and things like that, you don't know the look that we get. And that's why right now I'm standing up here with my chest sprawled wide open, because who could say anything with the progress that you guys have made? And 8 of you guys are coming back, right? The 8 that's coming back, let me see who you are. Stand up. Just stand up, the 8 that's coming back. Okay, sit down. Now, let me say this to you, to the 8 that's coming back, because this is very, very important. You guys have set a trend, and you have set a line of excellence that you shouldn't accept nothing less than that. And any players that come, freshmen, sophomores, teach them the right way of going about it. You done had a taste of what it's like to win and to be on that big stage. It's very important that you get a taste of it, because your hunger should get hungrier for next year. And if there's anything we can do, like your athletic director, Gary Taylor, this message is for you. If there's anything we can do as far as a camp for your players or something of that nature that we can do at the school to work them out and to get them ready for an upcoming year, I would be more than willing to put my sneakers and stuff back on.
Freeholder Johnson's a tall dude.
You ain't seen nothing, man. They got a couple of guys that's taller than me. But I say that because, you know, this motivates me again. You young men are motivating me. I've worked with young men for over 30 years in the West Ward alone. The Pop Warner football program. I did Little League baseball for 21 years. I did basketball along with Councilman McCullum. We did it up in Ivy Hill Park. We had leagues going there. And then I did 2 major camps that drew over 400 or something kids right here at Essex County College. We used Essex County College, and we used Newark Tech's gym. So if you're hungry, we can feed you, but allow us to feed you, not only the basketball. Because I'm gonna tell you, I was one of those players, and I gotta be honest with you. I was a player that got to my sophomore year, I started looking real good, and my head kind of went out of proportion, out of context. And I was listening to friends. They never meant any harm, but because I had to make choices. And I made some bad choices and want to be more with them than take care of what I had going. I wound up having to go to a junior college and fight my way in a junior college before I got to go to a 4-year school. And it was only because of those guys that cared for me from my neighborhood that I thought was of my best interest. But I can't say they meant to hurt me. I did more of hurting it myself, because we know what we have to do. Hit the books and study and do those things so that you can be ready for the next day to get to class and things of that nature. We know about those things, but we make choices. And today is a much rougher time than it was back when I was growing up. And I must say that, I'm sorry, but this is all dedicated to these young men because this is the next crew of leaders. God knows out of those 13, 14 guys there, who's going to be the ones up here in 20 years? Who's going to be one of the doctors that we go to their office to cure some of our ills in 20 years? What I say to you young men is, it might look good. All that glitters is not gold. And sometimes when you're struggling and you're trying to make it, you're trying to get to another level, your friends don't mean to pull you back or to hold you back. But see, they have different goals than what you have. And I hope that you maintain your goals and stay positive. Hopefully, within the next year, along with Councilman Joseph McCullum sitting back there, we might have our community center right across the street from the school, where there will be a gym for you after you leave there, if you still got some juice and you want to get some of that out of you. There will be there if you need some tutoring or some extra tutoring, you can come over there. There will be where you can do community-minded stuff and help yourself there. So, to the seniors that's going, I hope that you guys are going to land in some good places. If not, there's nothing wrong with the junior college route. The junior college route will also help you too, if that's where you're going. And ain't no college in the United States scrubs, like guys say, oh, this is scrubs, this is this. You can go there and you can make it better than what it is. Why not take your skills and take it there and make it better? But you got to do the academics first. But I'm going to bring on my colleague because, see, I get into, sometimes I think I got a little preacher in me, but I need to move this to the side and let my colleagues come up and say something before I finish it up. My colleague, Wayne Richardson, a Norfolk.
There's no sense in me saying anything but congratulations. I think they both said it all. There's nothing left to say, but I will be very brief. So he just changed the script again. He just told you he's got a habit of doing that, right? So we're going to go off script again. And my name is Freeholder Wayne Richardson. I cover District 2, which is Irvington, Maplewood, South Ward, Central Wards of Newark. But I'm a lifelong born and raised Norker. I went to Barrington, sorry, West Side. I was a Blue Bear. Don't hold it against me. But I love all of Newark. So just going to talk a little bit about some of you guys' accomplishments, the things that you've actually done. So we're excited this evening to recognize the West Side High School basketball team, winners of the 2015-2016 NJSIAA Boys Basketball Group 2 North and NJSIAA North 2 Group 2 Sectional Championship. I'm excited not only as a freeholder, but as a... See, this script doesn't work because I'm not a former player, all right? So that's why sometimes it's not good to go off script. I should have stayed on script and said what I had to say. I have played some basketball. It's probably one or two of you that I could still take. They all do like this, right? Yeah, right. Nah, man, just kidding. Maybe 30, 40 years ago, I may have could have died, never mind. But I just want to say congratulations, commitment, dedication, hard work is what it takes to get you to become a champion. And those of you who are leaving, please come back and help out the coaches, the teammates that you're leaving. Come back and assist, give back. Come back, let them know what you're doing, where you are, what's going on with you. It's important for you guys as leaders to come back and show people and tell them exactly your successes, your accomplishments. Come back, give back. Don't abandon the program because you've done something, you accomplished something together. So please come back and let everybody know what you're doing. and what's going on with you. And again, congratulations from us.
Now I'm getting back on script. I'm going to follow the script here because it says here in reference to your accomplishments, and I want it to be known not just from us here in this room, but the people that are watching on TV and the people at home that are listening to it. It says, I want to share some of the highlights from the commendation. Please note that each team member will receive a small version of a larger one that the coaches and athletic director and the principal will receive. And after I read the highlights, I will ask the coaches to say a few words and then introduce your team. You may also want to have one of your team members say a few words representing the team after they have been presented with their awards. And the accommodation reads, the Westside High School boys basketball team won the 2015-2016 NJSIAA Boys Basketball Group 2 Championship and the NJSIAA North 2 Group 2 Sectional Championship. Listen to the season's records. They defeated Lyndhurst High School 92-27, North Tech High School 81-61, Hanover Park High School 89-75, North Central High School 69-49, and then Ramsey High School 55-51 to win the school's first NJISA Group 2 North 2 Group 2 Section Championship on March 17, 2016. They also won the Super 8 Conference Liberty Division Championship for the first time in school history. Westside High School boys team finished this outstanding 2015-2016 season ranked as the 18th team in the state of New Jersey and the state's #1 Group Team 2 with a stellar overall record of 25-8. The team was further recognized through honors bestowed upon individual players. Senior Isaiah Reyes, who was named to the MSG Varsity All-State Second Team, the NJ.com Group 2 First Team, the Sideline Chatter All Essex County First Team, All North First Team, and the SEC Liberty Division 1 Team. Junior Quayan Williams King was named to the NJ.com Group 2 Second Team, the Sideline Chatter All Essex County Third Team, the All North Second Team, and the SEC Liberty Division 1 Team. Shaquan Barnes was named to the Essex County Athletic Directors Association's Karen Fusello Scholar Athlete. And head coach Akbar Cook was named Essex County Coach of the Year. So before the coaches come up, I would like our councilman from the West Ward to come on up and say a few words before we bring it.
Good evening. First of all, I want to let you guys know that we will be hosting you at City Hall in a couple of weeks. So this will continue. I just want to say I was at the games. You guys lost the East Side for the Christmas tournament. You won at Rutgers, and as I said before, I've never been as proud of a group of young men. The administration, the coaches, you guys were great. You represented Newark so well. You know, I'm a Bulldog. I went to Shabazz, but I'm an honorary, I consider myself an honorary Rough Rider now. You know, you guys represented, I was so proud. I still get chills thinking about the fight in you guys when you were down 17, 18 points in the second half and you came back. The coaches, you have a great team. You know, the principal, the athletic director, the coaches, you guys, listen, we are proud. I'm proud that you're in my ward, and we're going to do everything we can to help you guys get better resources. We're working on a gym floor. We actually have a commitment for a gym floor. The ones that are graduating, you can give a hand for that. the ones that are graduating won't reap the benefits till they come back to work out or something. But we have a commitment for it, and we've been working hard. And we want to root for you guys next year. We'll be there supporting you from the beginning to the end. And thank you. And I want to congratulate the Freeholder Board for honoring you guys. Well-deserved honor. Thank you.
Now it's time to bring up, first I want to bring up your principal and your AD. Would you please come up? Usually I like to keep the mic, but I'm going to give y'all an opportunity to say a couple of things.
So on behalf of the Rough Rider family, and I represent the Rough Rider family, I feel like a proud father. I'd like to thank the Board of Freeholders, our councilman, and all of the honored people that are here. I feel humbled to be in your presence as young men. When I saw you in September, I jokingly say that I went to your coach and I said, "Are you sure this is the team that you really want to support?" And he said to me, "Ram, I see something in them that makes them outstanding. They've got something that's special." I learned much later on, Swarm on 3, I learned that later on that was a special quality that you had. But there's something that's unique about being a Rough Rider. And that is that the whole Rough Rider spirit stands for, it's like an undefeated attitude. I can't be beat. And you proved to all of us, and I heard it in the councilman's speech, I heard it in the Freeholder's speech, and I've heard it all year. There was something that was so special about you because you never would quit. And for me, I feel humbled to lead you, to be a part of your team, and to be a part of you because you remind me every day of your potential to be great. And like we say in our pledge, you stand on the shoulders of greatness, and you too will assume that greatness. Inside of every one of you is a champ. And again, I thank you for the opportunity to serve you and to work with you. Good luck in your future. For the seniors that are going, I will say this many times, and I hope to have many other opportunities to tell you how proud I am of you. And for the juniors, and I know I got a couple sophomores in there, I'm extremely proud of you. I know that next year we'll be right here again. We'll be down at Rutgers, and we'll be everywhere that we need to be because you have learned one thing this year. You have learned how to win, and you never forget that. Thank you very much.
Principal, on behalf of the Essex County Board of Chosen Freeholders, I will present this to you for your office.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the honor.
Now we're going to bring up that athletic director, that man, he used to have a jump shot sometime. I used to say, I can't even give him no space because he'll bust you up. Gary Taylor.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you to the Freeholder Board, Councilman McCullum. This is very special to me, and I've conveyed this to the team before. I'm a lifelong Newarker, especially in the West Ward. I'm a graduate of West Side, coached at West Side, and I'm proud to serve as your athletic director. Thank you so much to Coach Cook for allowing me to sit on the bench this year and coach. I've been a coach. I've coached at West Side. This was so, so special. I'm really at a loss for words. So on behalf of our school, my school, where I try to do so much on behalf of the students and the community, I'm overly proud just to accept this, and thank you so much.
Now we're going to bring up the man that put everything in perspective for this occasion, and that is Coach Cook.
Before I start, I'd like to bring up my other coaches. I have Coach Darnay Donson. Can you come up, please? Coach Mark Harris, can you come up, please? Coach Craig Chilius, come up, please. And Mr. Davon Marshall, can you come up as well? So I just would like to just try to sum up this season, and it was hard to sum it up in just one season. Started at Newark Vocational 8 seasons ago, and when we first got there, it was a JV program, and I took that opportunity to work with some individuals that wasn't as talented as these guys are sitting before me, but those guys played very hard, and they, I want to say, gave us that mantra of playing till the bell rings. So it started with them. We lost every game, but the next year we went out to Avon and got Mark Harris. He's an Avon guy, so is Darnay Dotson. We went and got some kids from Avon, some kids from Bergen, and I think we ended up with the best recruiting class. That started the whole thing that we called the VO. And throughout all of those seasons, we would still go through a lot of trials and tribulations. We would, make it to the playoffs for the first time, then we'll lose the first round, and just all of this heartache and pain. And every year, I want to say we ended, the season crying, just tears of agony. That's what GT says, tears of agony. Until this season, which right here that came upon us, these young men worked tirelessly the whole season. There's never a day off for these guys. These guys are with me in the fall, they're with me in the winter. The spring, they may have a brief second while they help me out with the little guys, then they with me all summer. So it's never a day off. These guys put a lot of commitment in, and so did these coaches. They helped us out, and you saw some of those, the dedication and the hard work paying off. I want to say the Seton Hall game, I think, was the turning point of our season. I think we all defensive coaches, and we lost to Seton Hall, and it was a lackluster effort. And I just said, I went back to the drawing board. I said, enough of these plays. I said, we're going to swarm, like killer bees. We're going to swarm. And that became our mantra. That became our motto, swarm on 3. So what you guys seen, and everyone who followed us toward the end of the season, you saw these kids just leaving it on the floor. They died on that floor. They gave everything they had. And even when we was down 18, and I had a lot of doubt in me, these guys led by Isaiah Reyes said we wasn't going home. And they fought, and they shocked even me. I couldn't believe it. I was like a kid in a candy store with these guys. But they, like Ram said, they showed that Rough Rider pledge, and it was so beautiful. I'm a West Ward kid as well. I'm so happy. I'm still elated. I'm still numb to bring this back to my city, to my part of town. And it's been a blessing to work with these young men. I know we have greater days ahead of us, but I'm just so proud of them. And I'm going to start calling them up now, right? Yes. All right. Thank you, sir. All right. So we're gonna call up all the guys, and I'm gonna have Isaiah talk. All right. So Alif Beya Jr., can you come up, please? Jaquil Wise, please come up. Davon Savage, please come up. Javon Thomas, please come up. Jones, I'm sorry. I said Thomas, my bad, Key. Shahadaquan McGee, please come up. Quayan Williams King, please come up. On this side, come on this side. Davian Espinal, please come up. Isaiah Reyes, please come up. Jaquan Barnes, please come up. Shaquan Barnes. I'm sorry, brother. Keon Thomas, please come up. And Yasim Hooker, please come up. So one of our captains, Isaiah Reyes, is going to speak. Isaiah is just going to sum up how the season felt for him as a senior and moving on to greener pastures.
Well, honestly, I don't even think you guys understand that half of the work we put in. A lot of the work, man, it's a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff. And to be honest, I wasn't here all my years of high school. This was my first year, so it was exciting to me. And they took me in as family. It was a lot of hospitality, and we just fought. We just fought with them. That's what we learned. We learned life lessons this season. It's more than a game. We didn't just win. We won overall. We're winners in our hearts. We winners inside, and we understand that. And we will keep fighting. Like, y'all don't even understand. Even before the championship game, I was crying, tearing up because I felt that hunger. I've been doubted so many times, and it's like, we here now, and nobody thought we could do it, and we still did it. So we just warriors, man. Fight with them.
One thing I want to say to the coaching staff, the whole coaching staff, because I was at the games along with the councilman. We were sitting there watching, and I watched how you guys communicated and stuff there. You know, it was a good team effort. And y'all showed them what being a team is, because when I saw that, the way the communication was between the coaches on the bench, I seen some of you got damn time and things of that nature. But you guys molded this, took 5 guys, and one thing you guys got to learn, and I'm gonna shut up, is that what you're doing now, what y'all playing that as a team and winning, is gonna be the same thing in life with a job. You know why? Because it's so many integral parts to something that makes something something, and it's teamwork. So you got to learn to work with that other guy that they bring in, so that y'all can make whatever the subject or whatever the responsibility is, y'all got to make it work. And so I'm hoping that y'all take that with you, teamwork, because you can never do it by yourself. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm getting that too. Yes, come on.
One, 2, 3.